Thanks, Chief. Okay, folks, we are back from executive session. Apologies, it always seems to take longer than we had liked. But now that we are back, we will resume with our public session, and we will move to the treasurer's report. Jamie?
Is Esong with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Hi, this is Jamie. I'm going to go through, let's see, get to the right page. Hold on.
Can you see me, Chief?
You're there, Tony. Anthony.
Yeah, Commissioner Roche, we see your picture.
What about me?
You're there.
Yes, and Commissioner Laurie, you're on.
Okay.
Okay, so for year end of 2021, as we anticipated, we have a net budget surplus of approximately 1.1 million. This was predominantly driven by the 2020 appropriated fund balance in the amount of $915,000 that we did not end up using. So this is money that we had appropriated from our surplus from the prior year that we anticipated using and did not use. So this means that this is not addition to our overall surplus. This is just where we're ending the year, about 1.1 million. Of that amount, we have about $225,000 committed to purchases that we initiated in 2021, but we won't complete until 2022. Those items haven't been delivered yet and have not been paid for yet. It's related to the water rescue equipment, turnout gear, a bailout system, and the VHF radio upgrade.
Jamie, can I make a comment, please, before you go on?
Yeah, sure.
That I just want to make the public aware that 1.1 million surplus was over a 0% tax increase.
Yeah.
So we had a 0% tax increase that year, and we still had $1 million surplus.
Yep, agreed. So if you look at the budget versus actual for year end 2021, you will see that there are a few accounts that are showing as over budget. So I will be recommending year end 2021 budget transfers. At this point, we've received most of our invoices for 2021, but it is possible we have some vendors that issue them on a little bit on the later side. So I'm going to wait for the rest of those to trickle in, and I will have budget transfers as part of the February 2021 board meeting. So I'll have recommendations for the February 2022 board meeting for the items. Again, it's not that we're over budget in total, it's just certain line items where we spent more in that particular line item than anticipated. As far as other items, we have our property casualty insurance renewal approaching. Our policy begins on 4/1. Our current broker, which is Arthur J. Gallagher, is going out to market. So they will be soliciting quotes from our current insurance carrier as well as potentially additional carriers. And we will, be entertaining potentially other quotes as well. So I expect over the next couple of months to have some updates there. Right now, we're just in the initial stages of providing information and to the various carriers in order for them to make a proposal.
And other brokers' quotes.
Yes.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You said they were ours, but
Right. No, so we know we're already starting the process with Arthur J. Gallagher, who is our historical broker.
Correct,
And then,
correct.
yes, we will be reaching out to other brokers and entertaining quotes from them as well.
Right.
And then with year end, we are in the process of issuing our 1099s to our vendors and other payees where required. And our employees and members will be receiving their W-2s and 1095Cs by the end of this month as required. So that is all in process right now. And that is all I have in my report for this evening.
Commissioner Carlo, could I just make an announcement for the public? If you're on the call, could you please mute your phone? Somebody's phone that ends in 06. It sounds like the TV's on in the background. The recording is picking it up. please mute your phone. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jamie. Next is the payment of bills. So we have
I think I
we,
muted them.
we have a warrant. We have warrants here for warrant number 2 dated 1/20/22, 376 475.11, and a credit card bill of $1,857.95 for a total of $333.06. So I make a motion to pay the bills and vouchers as presented. The board has been supplied with one set of bills and one credit card bill for the board approval. Chief Tween has reviewed all prior to the meeting, except certiorari claims that are those specifically marked as reviewed by the treasurer. The treasurer has requested the board to approve the following, which I just mentioned: 376 475.11 and 1857.95 in credit card, for a total of 378,333.06. I make a motion to pay those. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Lisa?
I'll call the roll. Commissioner Laurie,
Aye.
Commissioner Ranalone,
Aye.
Commissioner Keating,
No,
Commissioner Roach,
Commissioner Roach is not able to review the invoices on his district Chrome, so he will abstain.
Commissioner Carlo.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank
3
you.
ayes.
Next, we have the chief's report. Chief Tween?
Thank you, Commissioner. December 2021 monthly activity report. My report is available on the website and it was provided to the commissioners, so I'm going to shorten it and just hit the highlights. The Career Fire Academy is tentatively scheduled to graduate next Friday, January 28th. And then our 2 members should be coming back to our firehouses for 1 week of in-service training, and then they will be assigned to their groups. One transfer candidate continues to go through the onboard vetting process. The new rescue boat was delivered a week ago on January 8th. And the new Ford F-350 has been ordered and will hopefully be ready to be put in service in 2 to 3 months. The lease extension for the historical library has been finalized and signed by the town and the district, extending our current lease until August 31st, 2022. Thank you to the Eastchester Town Board and the Eastchester Historical Society for allowing us to maintain a presence in Chester Heights. Lieutenant Costanzo has completed training the members on the new EPCR, which is patient care reporting software, and set up the iPad so we're able to comply with New York State Health Department's new regulations regarding patients' record keeping. I would like to wish firefighter Tina Kapoor Martinez good luck on her retirement. She retired on January 18th. After more than 24 years of service as a career firefighter and more than 2 years of service as a volunteer firefighter with the Union Corners Engine and Hose Company. So congratulations and best of luck to firefighter Kapoor Martinez. On a sad note, on January 8th, recently retired Captain Phil Pinto passed away. He was greatly respected by the members, and he was the leader of our hazmat team. And I've worked with him my whole career, and he was such a help when I became chief. I can't say enough about him. He was a wonderful person, and he'll be sorely missed. He served the fire district for over 32 years. Last month, we had scheduled a ceremony, promotion and award ceremony. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we went to remote meetings and we were unable to do it. Captain Pinto was to receive 2 commendations for life-saving actions. Through the assistance of Captain Bruce Yazzo, the commendations were awarded to Captain Pinto on December 31st, 2021. I would like to thank Mount Vernon Fire Department and New Rochelle Fire Department for covering our calls for a few hours so our on-duty members could attend Captain Pinto's funeral. I would also like to thank the Yonkers Fire Department, Pelham Manor, Hartsdale, and Fairview Fire Departments for assisting with honor flag details in front of the North End Firehouse and at the Ferncliff Cemetery. And I request the board to close the meeting with a moment of silence in memory of Captain Pinto. And I would like to, if the board could indulge me, I would like to read the commendations that were awarded to Captain Pinto. If that's okay, Mr. Chairman.
Certainly, G, certainly.
Okay, dated December 31st. On Monday, May 4, 2020, at approximately 06:30 hours, the Eastchester Fire Department was dispatched to 20 Dorchester Road, Eastchester, for a mail down in front of his residence. Engine 27, staffed with firefighter Eric Castiello and firefighter John Howes, and Car 2102, staffed by firefighter Anthony Palero and Captain Phil Pinto, responded to the scene. Upon arrival, the crews found an approximately 60-year-old male patient lying on the ground with Eastchester police officers performing CPR. CPR was taken over by the Eastchester Fire Department members, and evac paramedic Matthew Cataldo began ALS intervention. The patient was defibrillated once by the Eastchester Police Department members, and the Eastchester Fire Department members and the paramedic ultimately got the patient back with a heartbeat. The patient began breathing on his own, and the fire department members continued to assist his breathing. The patient was transported to White Plains Hospital and was ultimately discharged from the hospital with 0 defects. If not for the swift professional actions of the Eastchester firefighters, Eastchester police officers, evac paramedic Matt Cataldo, and the evac crew, the victim would not have survived this situation. These fire officers and firefighters acted in the finest traditions of the fire service. The following members are recognized for their actions. With an EMS Class 2 citation, Captain Philip Pinto, firefighter Eric Castiello, firefighter Anthony Palero, and firefighter John Howes. Currently, firefighter Eric Castiello has been promoted to lieutenant, and those other 3 members will receive their awards when we're able to reschedule and meet in person and have the promotional and award ceremony. There's a second commendation for an EMS Class 1 citation. On Saturday, September 12th, 2020, at 1300 hours, the Eastchester Fire Department and EMS were dispatched to the Leewood Golf Club, 16th green, for a reported man down. Engine 31, staffed with Lieutenant Robert Pinaval and firefighter Robert Grogan, and Car 2102, staffed by firefighter Anthony Palero and Captain Phil Pinto, responded to the scene. The fire department units staged at the Leewood Road maintenance access gate. They cut the chain for access, and they commandeered a few golf carts to get to the 16th green to provide faster access to the patient. Upon arrival, the crews found a 60-year-old male patient lying on the green in cardiac arrest. Fire department members began CPR as evac paramedics Mark Rubin and Joseph Buchnagno began ALS intervention, advanced life support intervention. The patient was defibrillated once by the paramedics, and CPR was continued by the fire department, at which point the patient began breathing on his own, with breaths being assisted by the fire department. The patient began to regain consciousness and began communicating with the first responders. Captain Pinto returned to the access gate with one of the golf carts to escort the ambulance to the proper location for the 16th fairway. The patient was packaged for transportation to White Plains Hospital, and a 12-lead EKG was performed while en route to the hospital, did not show any deficiencies at that time. If not for the swift professional actions of the firefighters, paramedics Rubin and Buchnagno, and the evac crew working as a unit, the victim would not have survived this situation, which was complicated by being in a difficult location to access. These firefighters and officers acted in the finest traditions of the fire service. The following members are recognized for their actions with an EMS Class 1 citation. Captain Philip Pinto, Lieutenant Robert Pinaval, firefighter Anthony Palero, and firefighter Robert Grogan. Lieutenant Robert Pinaval is now Captain Robert Pinaval, and firefighter Anthony Palero and Robert Grogan will be recognized at a future awards ceremony. So congratulations to those members, and both of those calls were commanded by Captain Pinto, and just reflects on what a great job he would do while he was working with the fire department. So that's the end of my report. And as I said, if we could have a moment of silence for Captain Pinto at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Of course, Chief. Thank you. And I can't stress enough how Phil Pinto's going to be missed by everybody. It's an unbelievable loss to his family, the community. It still blows me away. But
Yes.
all right, so we have an appointment.
Could I just, Paul, could I just say something about Captain Pinto?
Sure, Anthony, sure.
Just, don't want it to be let go that who doesn't know it, Captain Pinto started out as a police officer in Tuckahoe, and he was a fine police officer as well as he was a firefighter, fire lieutenant, and I think me and Tom Roach were on the board when we appointed Phil as a captain. And as you said, it's a terrible loss to the community, to the department, and to his family. He comes from a very good family. I go back my 73 years in life that I know Phil, his family, his grandfather, and my father were very good friends, and as well as his own family. So to Phil and his family, my condolences.
Thank you, Anthony. Okay, so we have an appointment. I have a motion to appoint Monsignor Luke Sweeney, pastor of Immaculate Heart of Mary Church, Immaculate Heart of Mary Church, as Fire District Chaplain of the Eastchester Fire District until December 31st, 2022. Do I get a second?
Commissioner Roach will second.
Oh,
Isang?
okay.
I'll call the roll. Commissioner Laurie,
Aye.
Commissioner Ranalone,
Aye.
Commissioner Keating,
Aye.
Commissioner Roach,
Aye.
Commissioner Carlo,
Aye. Thank you. Next resolution is, one second here, is for employment terms with Tim Dalton, our maintenance mechanic, and that is the motion. Oh, I just lost it here. 1 second. I apologize. The motion to authorize an amendment to the employment terms with Tim Dalton to increase his holidays from 6 to 8 to include MLK Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which just passed, of course, and President's Day effective immediately. Due to the timing of this motion, MLK Day will be substituted as a floater holiday in 2022. May I get a second, please?
I'll second.
Paul, just a small discussion. Do we
Yes.
need to discuss the additional vacation or not?
We're going to, I think, address that at the next
Okay.
meeting, unless Cheryl.
Can the second, whoever second repeat?
There's just
I
a little-
did. Anthony Laurie, I seconded.
Did you want me to call the roll now?
Hold on, Isang. Cheryl's
Chair-
going to speak for a second.
Yep, Chairman, I agree. We're going to draft the resolution, and it's too complicated to include in this. So I would suggest the roll.
That's
call.
what I thought. Thank you.
Welcome.
Isan, you can call the roll. We'll discuss in the next meeting the additional we can discuss tonight.
Commissioner Laurie,
Aye.
Commissioner Ranalone,
Aye.
Commissioner Keating,
Aye.
Commissioner Roach,
Aye.
Commissioner Carlo.
Aye. Next is we have an issue with our, not an issue, but we have the Efd Procurement Policy. We are still on our side, on the board side, discussing some of the details around that policy. So at this moment, we will table it and we will address this motion at our next meeting in February. Next, we have our photography / videography services. We have a resolution, a motion to approve the purchase of a photography / videography package with Westchester Drone Ops LLC for the purposes of providing Eastchester Fire District with content to use on the upcoming redesigned website at the cost of $2,426.75. Do I get a second motion, please?
I'll second it.
Thank you,
Okay, I'll
Paul.
call the
Isan?
roll.
Yep.
Commissioner Laurie, or yeah. Commissioner Ranalone,
Aye.
Commissioner Keating,
Aye.
Commissioner Roach,
I did not review, so I'll abstain.
okay, Commissioner Carlo,
Aye. Next, property casualty insurance. As Jamie mentioned during her report, we have a bid coming due, a renewal on 4/1. As she indicated, we'll be going out to bid with Arthur Gallagher, our current broker, as well as other brokers in the field to discuss and to get some bids for our 4/1 renewal. So that's in the process. Next, we have our Chester Heights Station 4 job. The only update we have right now is that the job has been on hold for about a month. We are working with our engineers and other folks, the contractors, to deal with a water problem in the basement. So we hopefully will have that resolved before our next meeting, and we can have more updates for the public at that time. Chief, if you want to add anything to that, please feel free to do so.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear back from our architect. Cheryl was able to email Nathan regarding that, and he's trying to touch base with him. So hopefully we'll have an update for next month's meeting.
All right, thank you, Chief. On that note, next we have local 916 comments. Are there any comments from local 916?
Just two comments. First, I'd like to congratulate Firefighter Kapoor on her retirement, and also thank everyone for their kind words regarding Phil. I mean, his spot in the future will be filled, but someone like Phil is never replaced. So he'll be sorely missed by the department. That's my comments.
Thank you, Steve. Okay, on to public comments. Anyone from the public have anything to say or ask? Okay, commissioner comments.
Yes, Commissioner, Mr. Chairman. I was contacted by a member of the Chester Heights Condominium Association on Oregon Avenue. Their executive board wants to write a letter to local, county, and state authorities concerning the number of accidents on the Cross County and Hutchinson River Parkway that border their building on Oregon Avenue. I was wondering if the chief would be able to get a number of the number of alarms that the fire department has responded to this year, or I should say in 2021, concerning accidents on the parkway.
Yeah, I can pull those numbers from the fire RMS software. So do you want the Hutch there? Because I think that's like the bridge between the Hutch and the Cross County. Do you want both of those locations, or?
Yeah, if it could be broken down
this year.
If it could be broken down between Hutch and Cross County, because I think a lot of the accidents we're also getting them on the Hutch side as well.
Right. Okay. Yep, I'll get that for you.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, Paul. I'm sure they love the accidents over there. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
No other comments?
I just got one comment. I checked with firefighter Steve Ranalone. We're not conflicting with his union meeting nor our benevolent association meeting that we're going to have February 10th at 7:30 in Station 2. It should only be about an hour, and that's it.
Weren't we, Tom can correct me on this, I'm wrong. Weren't we, Chief, weren't the benevolent told to stay away from the firehouse based on attorney recommendation or not?
I mean, for COVID, we haven't allowed anybody, to have meetings in the firehouse. Commissioner Laurie asked me about this, and I asked him to, get the board's, approval, because it is a touchy subject. So, I'll leave it up to the board to decide. I'm not sure if Mr. Sweeney said that or if it was from another former commissioner. So maybe we could check with Mr. Sweeney and see if that was his recommendation. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I don't remember, but I will reach out to Attorney Sweeney and ask him about that, and I will email the board.
Yep. Unless you guys want to take a vote on it now.
I got no problem taking a vote on it now.
That's fine with me.
Okay,
So we wanted to, we're gonna make a motion to allow the benevolent into the Tuckahoe Firehouse for their monthly meetings.
no, it's not a monthly meeting, Commissioner Carlos, like every 3 months. And this is just the first one for this year.
But it was monthly in the past, right? Or do you do?
No, never monthly. So
Okay.
It's every 2 to 3 months. That's
Okay.
all. The monthly meetings is when each company had their monthly meetings the first Thursday of the month. But this is not a monthly meeting.
Okay, so the motion on the floor is to allow the benevolent to access Tuckahoe Station Firehouse every 2 to 3 months, or
Yeah, we do it. We will let you know if it's the first of the month, the second of the month. But this is be the first one this year, so that's 2 months right there.
Yeah, I'm not looking for exact dates, just overall access to the building.
Okay, I'll second it.
I'll call the roll.
Okay.
Commissioner Laurie,
Aye.
Commissioner Ranalone,
Aye.
Commissioner Keating,
No.
Commissioner Roach. Commissioner Roach,
I gonna abstain from this vote.
Commissioner Carlo.
Aye.
Okay, carried.
All right, carries. All right, Anthony,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Cheryl, it would probably be prudent to still have a conversation with Paul Sweeney.
I will.
Okay, so there being no other commissioner comments, I will make a motion to close the meeting, but before that, a moment of silence for Captain Phil Pinto Jr. All right, thank you. Once again, rest in peace, bud.
R.I.P. Phil.
All right.
You need a motion to adjourn, or?
Well, before I just made the quick motion, yeah, so motion to adjourn, second, please. Are we all in agreement?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, talk soon, guys. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, gonna stop recording.
Good night.
Thanks.
Bye.